Hi, I'm Matthew Burke, retired Master Sergeant, United States Air Force, founder and president of Tin Can Incorporated. Feel free to visit us at tincan.us. I'm standing in for Bob Calvert, talkingwithheroes.com. We are Talking with Heroes. We are at the R4 Alliance Conference in 2016 here at the Villages in Florida. I'm here with a good friend, Fred, on Warriors on Cataracts. Is that right, Fred?
That's right. Nothing to do with your eyes. It's got to do with the big rapids on the Colorado River that was named Cataract by John Wesley Powell when he went through there 150 years ago.
Fred's getting ready to tell us a little bit about what he does. He's a member of the R4 Alliance, and he takes out veterans of all varieties to whitewater raft and just to live on the land, something very near and dear to my heart. Fred, take the mic, please.
Well, we do these 4-day whitewater trips from Moab to Lake Powell through Canyonlands National Park. We did 4 trips this year, actually 5. We did one late in the year, but usually we try and hit the big water in May because most of these guys are combat soldiers and they're adrenaline junkies, so they like the big water. We'll take just about any level of disability. We've had tri-amputees, wheelchairs, service dogs, severe PTS, TBI, guys with gunshot wounds to the head that couldn't talk. Any level above being bedridden, or if you've got open wounds or incisions. So it's turned out to be a very bonding experience for these guys to be back among combat soldiers. That camaraderie comes out right away, and these guys form their own support group spontaneously that tends to carry beyond the raft trips, and we found that to be very healing. A VA therapist told me that these soldiers among themselves are better healers than what the VA tries to do with their therapy and their pharmaceuticals. So I've seen guys get off substance abuse, guys get off high-risk suicide watch with the VA. Some of them even weaned themselves of the VA-prescribed pharmaceuticals. And some of these guys are on 10 or more pharmaceuticals, not ibuprofen. It's Ambien and Tramadol and opiates and Depakote, things that are pretty severe pharmaceuticals. They seem to do better with their buddies than they do with their pharmaceuticals. So that's what we do. 2 of our trips this year were for females only. Many have been raped and assaulted in the military, severe trauma, MST. So they're very uneasy about camping with male soldiers. But get them among the females, and it really takes on a life of its own. It's been a great experience. Anything else you wanted me to say?
Fred, I'm just blown away. What you guys do for our wounded warriors, our disabled vets, it's phenomenal, to say the least. And for you to be a member of the R4 Alliance, what does that mean to you?
Well, it's something I wanted to do when I started doing this. I realized that, we have these May or June raft trips, but the rest of the year, these guys are on their own, and they're isolated or depressed. So I wanted to kind of fill in the calendar with activities. Tried to get the Sierra Club to start a website to do this, and then R4 Alliance came along with exactly that idea and more. Not only having a website where a veteran could go and find out what activities are on the calendar, find out about the outfits that are doing it. We're also monitoring and surveying the results of this so they can be published in the referee journals, and hopefully this can be given over to the VA so they more subscribe to these outdoor activities. In my view, rather than a long course of therapy or pharmaceuticals with a VA, you can do these outdoor activities and bring yourself back into reintegration into society. I've got Vietnam soldiers that have been on these trips that are still on antidepressants, 40, 50 years, whereas maybe a raft trip and some other activities with R4 Alliance could have them back reintegrated in society and not on pharmaceuticals. So that's what R4 Alliance is to me.
Thank you, Mr. Fred. Are you part of the VA? You should really listen in, because this stuff is real. Outdoor recreational therapy is a non-clinical based treatment that is effective. This is the Neosporin for cuts. This is the stuff. Fred, would you like to give a shout out to all the troops overseas?
Yeah, thanks for your service. And if you have issues when you come home, look us up. We've got all kinds of great activities that can get you back on center.
And what is your website?
It's Warriors on Cataract, www.warriorsOnCataract.org. And my email is warriorsOnCataract@gmail.com. Cataract is spelled Cataract. And again, it's the water, not the eyes.
And Fred invites you to come get some. I'm Matthew Burke, Tin Can Incorporated, talking with heroes. #R4Alliance 2016. See you next year.